College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Terrapins will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense is on the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. Pick up on that one. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Maryland's offense will take the field for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 2nd down coming up. On the ground, it's Toppin. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Winston. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was... yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark
can find some running room on the right here.
Will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
It's complete to the right. They get him down to this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. There is nothing that warms the old school heart quite like a good pass-catching fullback.
A big boy that likes to hammer people and block and pave the way. Just sneak him out of the backfield occasionally when you need it and get the first down. Nice catch by the big coach.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the counter. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Coming after him. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Winston. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruin. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapin! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play, the third play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, we look up, and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Winston. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They built this offense around finding mismatches. Unleashes one deep. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable. Right, they got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
yeah, let's find some juice.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He caught it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he makes the catch at the 10. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, get that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Movement here from the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Offense gets set for second down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the stick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins getting set on first and 10. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tackled, but he has a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it in the end zone.
try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field. It's Winston. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is slowed under.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with a punt. And that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing.
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy guy's ability at that position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Winston. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Maryland! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders. On go.
The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
Come on, set.
to pass. It's Winston. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Black 24. Moves.
He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's got an open man. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here.
And he breaks into the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw on third and short. Looking for the end zone. Reels it in down the left side. They're able to make the stop, and this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another